Everyone read this and decided Google was finished. Start with who actually left. Jeff Dean joined Google in 1999. He was employee number 30. And with Sanjay Ghemawat, he wrote the papers your entire industry is built on. MapReduce, Bigtable, Spanner and TensorFlow. If you have ever run a distributed job, you have run something these two thoughts are first. Now notice what is missing from that list. None of it is a model. These are not the researchers, these are the people who build the floor everything else stands on. Now go back to 2017. 8 Google researchers published a paper called Attention is All You Need. It is the paper every model you have ever used descends from it. Google wrote it, published it, and let the whole world read it for free. Here is what happened to those 8 names. Cohere, Character AI, Essential AI, Shakana, Inception, OpenAI. All 8 of them left. Google did not lose this race because it was late. It handed out the map. And it is not like Google did not have the technology. May 2021, Google stands on stage at its own conference and demos a conversational model called Lambda. It talks, it is good, it is a year and a half before anybody outside Google has seen anything like this. Then nothing. November 2022, a much smaller company ships a chat box. Google answers in February, 21 months after its own demo. The technology was never the bottleneck, shipping it was. So why would a company sit on that? Last quarter, Google made $63.3 billion from search advertising. In 3 months, that is more than half of everything Alphabet earns. Now look at what the money is actually attached to. A page of 10 blue links has room for a whole column of ads down the side. An answer has room for 1. Every question you answer, instead of listing deletes the thing underneath, it pays for the building. You are the executive who has to sign that off. What do? People call this the innovator's dilemma. I think that undersells it. It is a search problem. Every single person in that chain made the locally correct call. The product manager protecting the revenue line was right. The safety reviewer was right. A model saying something strange inside your own search box is a real cost. The ads team was right. Nobody in the chain was wrong. And that is exactly the failure. A grading algorithm always climbs. It just cannot go down first. And every path to the taller peak starts by going down. If you like watching an org chart explained like a system, this is a whole channel, so subscribe. Now here's the part the doom take always skips. Go and read the last earnings report. Search advertising did not fall, it grew 17%. Google Cloud grew 82%. There is $500 billion of signed cloud backlog sitting on the books. The cash cow everyone said would get eaten by chatbots is having its best year. So whatever Google lost this month, it was not the money. What it lost was for people who know how to build the next floor. Jeff Dean, Sanjay Ghemawat, Quoc, Oriol Vinyals, they left together to start a company called Discovery Loop. The idea is to point AI at scientific research itself, thousands of experiments running at once. And here's the detail that tells you everything. Alphabet is one of the investors. Google could not build this inside the building, so it bought a seat at the table outside it. But before you write them off, look at what Google still owns. It designs its own AI chip, and it has been doing that for a decade. It owns the data center those chips sit in and the fiber running between them. It owns the browser, it owns the phone operating system, it owns the index. Everybody else in this race rents at least 3 of those layers from somebody who is not them. Google is the only company in the world holding the entire column. And look at what it is spending. $44.9 billion of capital expenditure in a single quarter, double what it spent a year earlier. For the full year, the guidance is around $200 billion. This is not the number a company picks when it thinks it has lost. That is the number you pick when you have quietly decided the model is not the product. So, what is Google even doing? It is not trying to have the best model. It has quietly stopped pretending that is the game. It is trying to own the floor that every model runs on. The chip, the rack, the network, the distribution. Because if the winner of this decade is whoever has the cheapest compute, then it does not matter whose models win. It matters whose building it is running in. That is a far less exciting story than a collapse. It is also the one where the numbers support. For 27 years, Jeff Dean's job was to make Google's computers do things nobody had done before. He had to leave to keep doing that. That is the part worth worrying about. The money is fine, the chips are fine. The question is whether a company this size can still be the place the next unreasonable idea gets built.